Hey, sixth grade, this is Mrs. Bastion here to start your research project for the week. We're going to start by looking at a site called dihydrogen monoxide. So if you just want to take a look here at this site, if you want to go to the site on your computers at home, the site that you can put into your URL, that's right up here, is dhmo.org. So if you want to take a minute and go to that site, feel free to do so. If not, you can just follow along with this screencast. So I want to take a minute and talk to you guys about research. If we were here in the classroom, it would look quite a bit different, but we're just going to do it this way since we're all at home. So the site that we're looking at, dhmo.org, is titled Dihydrogen Monoxide. And I want to talk to you about a couple different things on the site. When you're doing research, there are a couple things that you want to look for when you're trying to determine whether the site is a good site or whether the site's a bad site. So today, while we're doing these things, I want you to keep this in mind. So let's get started. One of the first things you want to do is you want to look at it to see, are there any spelling mistakes? Are there any errors in it? Do the links work on the site? Is it easily for you to read? So let's just take a look. Let's scroll down and let's look at the site. Take a minute, see what you think while you're sitting here at home and looking at the site with me. Is there anything that's sticking out to you? Let's take a look and let's go off to the left-hand side. You can see there are a bunch of links here. Let's go to the one at the bottom that says, what is dihydrogen monoxide? Hopefully you're sitting at home thinking, well, what is dihydrogen monoxide? So let's go and let's see what it is. All right, dihydrogen monoxide, or DHMO. Well, some people are calling it the invisible killer. Some people think it should be banned. Dihydrogen monoxide is linked to gun violence. Okay. Athletes use dihydrogen monoxide, or DHMO, to enhance performance. That means to make them better athletes or to make them do better in sports. How about this? Dihydrogen monoxide has been found in our rivers, lakes, oceans, and streams. All right. Dihydrogen monoxide can be deadly. What if I'm exposed to dihydrogen monoxide? All right, and here it's just highlighting everything that we've just read up here. At this point, if I were you, what you're probably thinking is that DHMO is dangerous. It's not very good. It's probably what you're thinking at home. That's what I would be thinking. So let's go back to the home page of the site again. One thing that I want you to also look at when you're researching or when you're evaluating websites is you want to look at the URL. And you can see here, DHMO is a .org. If you ever see .org, .edu, or .gov, usually that's a sign that this website is a credible website or one that is more trustworthy, because .org stands for organization, .gov, government, and .edu, an educational site. So those three are more reliable, or ones that you would want to trust more often. .com, while it doesn't make it a bad website, it's more for commercial use. And a lot of times with .com, whoever is making that site, they are making it to a lot of times make money off of it. They have an agenda. They have a reason for it. So you want to keep that in mind. So you can see this one, DHMO, is .org. Let's go back to the homepage here and take a look at the site some more. One of the things when you're on a site you also want to look for is, that I mentioned, is you want to look for ads. And on this site, I am seeing some ads. I'm seeing support the cause, visit dhmo.org store. Okay, well, I can pay by Visa, PayPal, or MasterCard. Very nice. I also see here an ad for South Park. I don't know if you guys are familiar with South Park, but you can get it on Amazon, so you can shop there. Here I see that you can visit the dhmo.org store, and I actually went here, and I'm going to take you guys here as well. So it's going to take you to your store. You can actually order t-shirts that are DHMO free. They're even advertising these to teachers, telling you how you can get your hazmat vial, which is a safe way to present the hazards of dihydrogen monoxide. You can see how fast you're going to get your materials, your steps on how to shop the store. One thing about this site, everything does work, everything's spelled correctly, so that's a good sign. That's a positive sign. Let's go back to the main page again. All right, I like this. This cracks me up. There's an actual press kit. Username is press, password is press. So when I look at that and see that, I'm like, all right, that doesn't really seem to be very secure if your username and your password is press. That, to me, that rings a bell that it's not really a good thing. Okay, let's take a look at this one other thing here. I want to take a look at this environment impact of DHMO. Let's see what happens here. All right, here it says the environmental impact of dihydrogen monoxide. Due in part to its widespread use in industry, dihydrogen monoxide is involved in many environmental incidents each year. While most are unavoidable given current technology, there can be little doubt that the presence of DHMO in each significantly increases the negative impact to the environment. Look at all of these things where DHMO is present. It's present in soil erosion, acid rain, global warming. I mean, if you scroll down, you can see it was widely believed that the levee failures, flooding, and the widespread destruction resulting from Hurricane Katrina along the U.S. Gulf Coast in 2005 were caused or exacerbated by excessive DHMO levels found in the Gulf of Mexico, along with other contributing factors. So, not real positive I'm seeing about DHMO at all. Let's go back to the main page again. At this point, if you were evaluating this website, you should be thinking, is this one that I can use for my research? You should have some thoughts. Right now, though, I want you to be asking yourself one very important question, and this is something you should always ask yourself when you're doing research. If you are researching and you are reading about things and you don't know what you're reading about, there's a problem. Okay? So right now, while you're sitting there listening to this, I'm wondering, is there anybody who knows who DHMO is or what DHMO is? Because you need DHMO to live. You need it to survive. In fact, I'm willing to take a guess or make a bet that this is something you consume daily. And if you don't, you should. Anybody know what it is? Obviously, this is a rhetorical question because nobody's going to answer me. This is something Pepper loves after she's gone on a walk. If you haven't guessed it yet, ladies and gentlemen, DHMO is water. H2O, guys, it's H2O. And yes, DHMO is found in soil erosion and acid rain and in creeks and streams and rivers and ponds. And yes, it was in Hurricane Katrina, and it did have something to do with the levee failures. Moral of the story is, when you are researching, when you are looking for information, You always need to make sure that you know what you are reading about. Please don't ever write things down that you don't know what it means. Be very, very careful when you are researching for information. You always want to fact check and fact find. This website was made by a teacher, was made by individuals who set out and they tried to trick people, I guess you could say. And many people thought that this DHMO was this horrible thing, which in reality, obviously, it's not. Okay. And there are some clues that should have put you on the right track. If you want to learn more about it, you can. Maybe you can hear Pepper now barking. She's on board with that. So again, this was your intro to the research. I hope you have fun with this project. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email me. I'll be around to help you. I hope you're all staying safe and good luck with your project.